resplendent in a three-piece.
I mean, we
must
are
say.
most certainly in our prom outfits.
Yeah, we are matching. We are, and we're joined by our chaperones here. We have Mina, Dan, and Swagoo in the Texas denim. He's bringing it today. All right, let's go. Right, we're on the eve of the divisional games. We're going to talk first about Sam Darnold because this popped up this week. This surprise addition to the injury report, the oblique injury, listed as questionable for tomorrow's game against the Niners, but he has said he's good to go. Here's Seahawks head coach Mike Macdonald with an update. This was just moments ago.
Talking about Sam, heard what he said yesterday to you guys. That's I see it the same way. So we're listing him as questionable. Really optimistic he's going to be able to play, and right now we're going through all the protocol. One out of caution to make sure we're ready to go, and we'll test it out tomorrow to kind of make the final decision. But we're optimistic he's going to play, and if he doesn't, or at some point he doesn't, then Drew's ready to go, and that's why Drew's here. He's doing a great job.
All right, let's start with our quarterback, Dan. That oblique injury, how do you think that could potentially affect the game plan?
I think we'll know early on how significant this injury is, if at all, if Sam Darnold plays. I think, number one, how he moves and how he drives the football. We got to remember that this doesn't play as a statue. In this offense with Clint Kubiak as their play caller, they move him around a ton. They boot him a ton. They keeper game a ton. They get him in the play action game. And so to be able to do that, obviously, that oblique and their ability to turn and then get away from people is going to be a really big deal. So I would pay attention early on, play calling wise from Seattle. Are they doing that? And then I think the second thing is, can he drive the football? A lot of quarterbacks, when they drive the football, it's a torque. It's a complete turn of your upper body, really from the hips up. And so I think paying attention early on to just the play calls. Do they fall in line with who Seattle is? Because I think if they do, that tells me they feel good about the injury. If they're a little bit more keeping him stationary, I think that oblique's got something to it.
Well, the good news is I don't believe it'll strain his oblique to do what I expect them to do very heavily in this game, which is he's going to hand the ball off to the running backs. The last time these teams played in Week 18, Seattle ran the ball very efficiently. They used 2 running backs, 21 personnel. They put the fullback on the field, the second highest rate of the season, and when they did so, for 11 yards, they averaged over 6 yards a clip. This Niners run defense is a glaring weakness. Now, this is where Dan's point about the boots comes in. They did hit on a couple of shot plays off of play action off of that. And Sam, they do tend to put him under center and boot him. And so that would be something you would want to keep an eye on, as Dan said, because at some point, the Niners are going to get, when the Seahawks put 21 personnel, the Niners are going to add an extra linebacker, and there will be opportunities to throw. But I do expect a very run-heavy game plan because it is what worked in Week 18, and I don't see this defense improving against it.
Yeah, MK, I agree with you. From the 2020 end, obviously, their plan should be the same, but this team has to get better in the red zone. This was a 13-3 game with some opportunities in that area of the field. Y'all not going to believe where Seattle ranks after Week 8 in the NFL in the red zone. They are third worst to the Jets and the Saints. And I'm not sure if that's the inability to run. Obviously, the field gets condensed, but Sam Darnold has to make good decisions when they do call on him to make a play with this arm in the red zone, not take those negative plays, but more importantly, get points. I think that's going to be critical. I don't know if, like we saw the San Francisco defense a few weeks ago, and we didn't think that they would have a shot to do anything in the playoffs based on how they played against the Chicago Bears. This defense is playing better, and the red zone is one of their strengths. So Seattle has to pay close attention. I expect it to be a low-scoring game like it was the first time. But when they get in the red area, they got to capitalize and at least get in the end zone once or twice.
Yeah, I mean, both games, listen, you want to hit the under on this if you have the option. But because the games were so low scoring, Swagoo mentioned it, only 3 points on the board for the Niners 2 weeks ago. No George Kittle. What can they do?
I don't know. Kyle Shanahan better pull out his Ethan Hunt bag because this does feel like mission impossible. for the San Francisco 49ers. Now, we watched last week, and Kyle Shanahan was able to do that. But the difference between Vic Fangio's defense and Mike McDonald's is I knew exactly, and they knew exactly where Vic Fangio's defense would line up. He knew Demarcus Robinson would have that opportunity for that one-on-one, or Jawan Jennings could find the space within the three deep zone. It's not the same thing this week. And so how do you get Kyle Juszczyk involved, as we saw in the second half? Christian McCaffrey free of guys like Nick Emanwari and also backers who can run sideline to sideline and tackle. The difficulty in this game is you do not have the matchup in your favor anywhere but the running back position. And I would have to guess for Mike McDonald, he will have everyone keyed in on CMC.
Absolutely. Maybe we'll see a Jennings to CMC fun, some trickeration like we did last week. But let's check out our picks. And I hate to make you nervous, Mina, but
not nervous at all.
No.
Off the jump.
Okay. So, we're all, this is the gong. We're all, there it is.
Very comfortable.
Gong is a little late, on this.
Yeah, I mean, because we've done so well with the gong this year.
Have we?
I don't think it's as much of an issue as it used to be. And if we're all wrong here, then football's all flubbed up.
And if we're all wrong, the Niners have pulled off the impossible yet again. All right, the Hawks just a win away from their 5th conference championship game. They haven't been there since 2014. Okay, time now for some top stories. Starting in H-Town, Texans wide receiver Nico Collins has been ruled out for Sunday's game at the Patriots due to a concussion. Oh, no. Collins led Houston in catches, receiving yards, tied for the team lead for receiving touchdowns. RC said huge. That is a huge loss. Okay, Mike Vrabel said Patriots cornerback Christian Gonzalez is questionable heading into their matchup with the Texans. Gonzalez suffered a concussion in their win last week against the Chargers. And then we go to Los Angeles, where Matthew Stafford is dealing with a sprained right index finger. He is expected to play after being a full participant in practice all week. Good news for the Rams. Starting right guard Kevin Dotson is expected to start in this one. That's important. He missed the last 3 games with an ankle injury. And, well, Stafford's throwing hand that could be tested Sunday. It's going to be the coldest game, by the way, of his NFL career. The kickoff at Soldier Field is expected to be 21 degrees. It's going to feel like zero with the wind chill. What did you say?
Jesus!
Yeah, that's not a thing. Wind gusts could get, I thought that's what you said, over 25 miles an hour. There is a 55% chance of snow. And Matthew Stafford has not played in freezing temperatures very much, only 6 starts. Pretty well, though, 14 passing touchdowns, 3 picks, 3-3 record. Here's his head coach, Sean McVay, on the game plan for the weather.
I'm going shirtless, Gary. No, you know what? I will say this. Matthew, since he got here, he introduced me to the wetsuit stuff, so I'll wear that. Maybe I'll have a heated vest. I've had some guys that have had that, so I try. Here's what I do know. I can't think about too many things. I trust whatever Brennan Berger's got ready for me. I'm going to actually get with him after we get done with practice today. He'll show me everything that he's got. Usually it's a thumbs up, and so it's not going to – hey, listen, I don't give a crap about me being warm or cold. That doesn't matter at all. It's about our players, but Berg takes good care of me.
Shout out to Brendan Berger, the Rams Senior Director of Equipment, getting
Look at Marcus's face. Look at Marcus's face. What's wrong with your face, man?
Are you just